Why am I not carrying? Do I want to carry? Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. And yes, it's just me today. I wonder if there's a coincidence that it's Friday again. Yep. You know Cari does paperwork on Fridays, and it just so happens that this is the time that I had set aside to make this video. So sadly, it's just gonna be me, but it's kind of okay because this video is really just about me in this process of our trying to conceive or hashtag TTC journey. So for those of you who stumbled across this video because of the title, I just want to give you a little bit of a background. My name's Tiff. I'm part of Tiff and Cari. My wife and I, we make some amazing videos for an amazing group of people we lovingly refer to as the campers. It's because of them that, we are able to get these videos out because they inspire, they show us just incredible amounts of love. And if you are new to the page and you comment, I can pretty much guarantee that someone is going to say hi. We have a great group of people who are always welcoming to anyone new, and it's pretty amazing to be able to do this. But let's get to the nuts and bolts of what's going on and why I'm making this video. So first off, I gotta be honest with you, this is gonna be an uncut video because I think it's important that you see whatever emotions do pop up during this. And number two, I honestly didn't think I'd be making this video right now. So what led up to me making this? Well, as you know, a couple weeks ago, Cari and I started putting the feelers out there. What do you guys want to know about our journey? And a lot of questions were asked about me. Why am I not carrying? Do I want to carry? Will I feel like a mother? This and that. And we've had a couple of videos out where I've already spoken to some of the negativity behind this, that you get from, unfortunately, the people on the internet who are looking for attention. And this is not intended to be one of those videos. However, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that we did have a little bit of hate on our Facebook page the other day. And I had no idea the gravity of the situation until we squashed it and actually had to ban someone from the page. So it's just very sad because we never really thought we'd have to do that. And then it turned out that this hate kind of went farther, and then other people started talking about some other comments that they saw that we didn't even see. So I know that may seem like it's a little out of left field, but it's important to know that sometimes these things happen and they're out of our control. So if anyone was affected by anybody, spewing hate on any of our pages, we're sorry. And with that being said, you guys know that I've received some for not wanting to be a mom and this and that. So anyway, I hope that wasn't too confusing. I want to leave it all in there, but basically what I'm trying to say is that hate is everywhere, and we just have to choose to rise above it. So why am I not carrying a child? Well, I don't want to. I mean, that's really the simple answer. I never have had a desire to carry a child, although I've always wanted to be a mother. Even from a young age, I always talked about adopting. It was just something that was never on my radar. Some could argue now, maybe I don't want to carry a child because I'm already overweight. And maybe in my subconscious that does have something to do with it, but it really stems from earlier in life. Like I had just said, I never, talked to my friends about, I can't wait till I grow up and get pregnant. Because to me, I've seen so many people pregnant in my life, I don't know that my body could physically handle that, to be honest. That's why I think Cari is amazing, along with every other mother out there, not just the ones who follow our page, but your bodies go through this amazing process to give life to something, and that's just, I just can't see myself doing it. I consider myself to be a pretty strong person, but I think in that department, I'm probably as weak as a tiny child. So yes, the main reason, number one, absolutely, why am I not carrying? Because I don't want to. Number two, another question that I received, and I don't think this was meant to be negative. Will I feel like a mother even though I'm not carrying the child? Well, as you guys know, a while back, we received a message from someone who said, you know, babies cannot be raised by two women, this and that. And it was very heartbreaking because I couldn't believe that someone who followed our channel would actually write something like that. That was just me being, you know, naive. So I want to share something that I did in that last video. A simple definition of mother is a woman in relation to her child or children. Doesn't say anything about a woman physically giving birth to a child. However, if you keep reading, it does that. It does say that, but it also says that it's a dated definition. Another one is to bring up a child with care and affection. So, am I going to feel like a mother? Yeah. I don't think that giving birth to something qualifies as only being a mom. Now, if some of you feel that way, that's completely fine. And I do not mean any disrespect. And I'm not trying to take that away from you. I'm simply stating that from me, from my aspect, and I believe from my wife's, I do not feel like I have to give birth to a child, to our child, to be a mother. That's just not something that I even consider. I have been a huge part of this process the whole time. Not just deciding whether or not to have a child, it's choosing the donor. It's going to every appointment, you know, finding the time, you know, to get there, to be side by side with Cari when we make these decisions. In fact, in about 2.5 hours, we are gonna order our sperm together from a donor that we chose, and we spent so many days and hours and really months trying to figure out, you know, which donor will be right for us. Which donor is going to have similar characteristics of, you know, both Cari and I. These are things that we've done throughout this process. So I feel like I am a mother. I don't even feel like the other mother. I just feel like, you know, I'm gonna be a mom. And it doesn't matter that the baby's not coming out of me. It's that I've sat here through this grueling process of choosing, you know, the best fit for us as a family to extend our family. And that's, you know, as close as I can get to being a mom, and I'll take it. And I think it's great. And I honestly can't wait, you know? So, a couple other things I wanted to discuss. You know, it's important that I really note that to me, just like everything I just said, I'm involved in this process as much as Cari is, aside from going through those 9 months of what I can only think about as possible agony. Whew, you know, I've been in the delivery room many times for my family, and when Cari is doing that, you know, in there and screaming, I'm going to remember to myself, thank you for meeting someone who wanted to carry the child. That's what I'm going to say. So, another thing that has been kind of heavily weighing on my mind is what happens in the future when our child possibly grows up with, you know, blonde hair and looks nothing like me. I don't think that that's gonna affect me. And again, I'm not sure if I said it in this video, but we don't really like to speak in a lot of absolutes because I don't know what the future is going to bring, but I do know who I am as a person, and I know who Cari is as a human being, a person, and as my wife. I don't think that I'm ever going to run into any issue where my child will not look like me and make me feel like, you know, he or she is not mine. Because I know that I was there from the beginning, and I know that my hard work, you know, my blood, sweat, and tears have gone into making this child you know, who they are at that point in time. And I'm not worried about what anyone else thinks. I mean, I know that some people are, and I don't want to take that away from them, but maybe growing up in this society as being overweight, I'm used to like people making comments, like half-cocked judgments on me about the way I look, about why do you have short hair? You know, if you want to look like a man, why don't you just become a man? I mean, just all these things that have been negatively thrown at me my whole life. Maybe that's prepared me, you know, in hindsight for that situation. You know, I can't say for sure, but again, maybe. But I don't think I'm going to be able to even care when I see this beautiful human being that I had everything to do with in their upbringing other than removing them from my body. I don't think I'm going to be able to look at them and think, oh, wow, this person says that I'm not their mother. This is really going to affect me. No, it's not. It's not going to affect me. I really feel like it isn't, because I'm going to be able to look beyond and see all the amazing things that I've done in this child's life. So with that being said, I think it's important to recognize people who do feel that way, because yes, there are technicalities in life. I sometimes hate them, but they're there, and we just have to deal with them. Because technically Cari will be, you know, the one who is going through the IUI process as of now, which most of you know we're doing natural IUI our first time, and it should be happening within, wow, a week and a half. So it's getting really close, guys. I'm getting really excited. But anyway, different topic. I'm sorry, I just can't stop thinking about it. Whew. Anyway, technically, since I'm not having the baby, the doctor, another doctor at the hospital may look at me as the non-biological parent. But our doctor, the one we've been working with, he doesn't even consider that to me. He says, moms to be. You know, this is how welcoming, and maybe that has something to do with it too. Maybe it's because I'm going to a place that is completely understanding of our situation, and they don't care. You know, they know that we're going to be great people. They've allowed us to enter into this covenant with them. And they don't look at us, the nurses, the people on staff. You know, when they see us together, you know, they talk to us like it's both of our child, you know, to be. They don't just look over at Cari. They don't just hand carry this, hand carry that. Jeez, between you and Prim, you guys are going to knock the camera down. The process that we've gone through with our clinic has just been so inviting that if any of you out there, gay, straight, doesn't matter, if you're thinking about having a child, make sure that you go to a place that is, you know, understanding of that, and they're welcoming, because I have a feeling that that's one of the reasons why I don't feel like I'm going to be the other mother. And I know I kind of got off topic there, but I know that there are some people who will feel like that, and they make a lot of great books. Cari purchased a book not too long ago. It was called The Other Mother, and it was a lot of accounts from people who, you know, some felt that they were the other mother sometimes. Some felt that disconnect from the child. Maybe me being in the position I am, working on my doctorate in clinical psychology, I'm very aware of like different hormones like working within the body. There are many dissertations on how, you know, two women, how two men can become connected with their child right away, you know, through the simple hormone of oxytocin. You know, when the baby is born, we do plan on, you know, getting that skin-to-skin contact right away. You know, I plan on doing that too. You know, once Cari, they'll place the baby on Cari's chest, I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be right there. I don't know how exactly it's gonna work, but I'm getting in that oxytocin time too, guys. But maybe that's why some people feel like that. Maybe they've missed that bonding experience. You know, I don't know. But it is out there. Some people do feel like that. And I just want you to know that I'm not trying to, you know, take that away from you. I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad because they feel that way. I just think that I'm not going to feel that way. So I think that's pretty much going to cover what I wanted to talk about. I'm very happy that you guys had asked. I'm sure I'll have to make this video, you know, again. Maybe I'll have to change it up. You never know. But I think it was important for me to let you guys know that throughout our process, every decision that we've made together. Even the hours and hours daily that we talk about, you know, baby names to get prepared, and every little step we've taken together. So I don't feel like a non-biological mom. I don't feel like the other mother, because I know that once we get pregnant, I'm gonna be just as happy as Cari. Once we have a baby, I'm gonna feel what she felt, because I'm gonna be there the whole time. And it's gonna be the most amazing thing, probably, that I won't be able to put into words until it happens. But I can't wait. So for those of you out there who are struggling with being what society calls the other mother or the non-biological mom, I'm sorry that you feel that way, and you know, I hope things change for you. But for me, you know, I can really only speak to me. I don't feel that way. And again, it could be because of our process. But thanks for watching. If you guys have any other questions, do not hesitate to put them below. Do not hesitate to just strike up a conversation. You know, we try to read every single comment. You know, when we read it, we give it a like. We try to comment when we can. But I can guarantee to you that eventually it will be read by Cari and I. But even better, it will be read by one of our campers, and they will probably comment and make you feel right at home, which is what we're gonna do when we have a child. So thanks for watching. Thanks for stumbling across this video. Thanks for always being cool. Thanks, Lisa Murphy. You know the drill. But yeah, I guess that's it. And Cari's not here, and I don't know where that other filmed thing is from her, but maybe I can find one. But we will catch you guys on the flippity.